We take a deep dive into the mind of Johnny through laughter, logic, love, and clarity. Two voices meet where truth gets ready. Unmasking Cheri, hosted by his wife Cheri.
Welcome back to the Deep Dive. Today we are opening the books on a really foundational piece of jurisprudence, the EverVerse Empire Decree of Muffin Misconduct.
It's a fantastic document, and it was all issued by Her Sovereign Highness Lady Cheri Harris against, of course, the accused Johnny Bad Dog.
And it all stems from the removal of just one mini blueberry muffin. But the principles here are, they're huge.
Oh, absolutely. This isn't really about the muffin. It's about, observation, territorial rights, and what they call snack sovereignty.
Exactly. So our mission today is to just unpack the 4 specific charges brought against him.
And the legal language is so precise. It's fascinating.
So let's start with charge 1. This is what kicks the whole thing off. Visual accusation without cause.
Right. And what does that even mean? He just walked in and said, "I see you."
That's it. And the decree frames that as an unwarranted surveillance tone. It's like the simple act of being seen was immediately an accusation.
Yeah, the implication was that she was doing something sneaky, even though the muffin removal was, and I'm quoting here, open and fully sanctioned.
And that just flows directly into charge 2, intentional implication of muffin mischief.
He follows up with, "I saw you take a muffin."
Which sounds factual, but these muffins were bought for her. So her taking one was completely legitimate.
But the decree argues that the phrasing itself was a kind of performative shaming. It's so good, it was designed to make a lawful act feel illicit.
Okay, but this is where it gets really interesting for me. Charge 3, false denial of intent.
Yes.
When she confronts him about the shaming, he just replies, "I'm not."
And the Empire just wasn't having it. They immediately dismissed that as deception through denial.
So why? Why wasn't that denial accepted?
Because the context was already set. The surveillance tone was there. The performative shaming had happened. You can't just, walk it back with 2 words. The damage was done.
That makes sense. And it all rests on the final point. Charge 4, failure to recognize territorial rights.
This is the constitutional argument, really.
It is. The workshop has defined the decree as a sovereign zone.
Which means any muffins inside that zone fall under her exclusive jurisdiction. So by interrupting with that judgmental tone, he was violating her territory.
So given all that, the verdict is probably not a surprise?
Not at all. A resounding guilty. On all 4 counts, the Empire showed 0 tolerance for any challenges to its internal muffin policies.
But the sentence, it wasn't a fine, was it?
No, and that's the most insightful part. The whole sentence is relational. It's designed to repair the trust that was breached.
Okay, so what did he actually have to do?
Well, 3 things. First, he had to present 1 respectful apology, and it specifically had to acknowledge muffin sovereignty.
So an intellectual admission of guilt.
Exactly. But then came the physical acts. 2 acts of affection.
What does that mean?
The decree specifies minimum hug level intensity.
You're kidding. I love that. Is there legal precedent for hug intensity?
I don't think so, but it shows they're serious about restoring, comfort. And third, he has to offer 1 snacked item of her choosing.
And she gets to decide when?
Only when she decides. It's about reestablishing her control over the snack domain.
And there was a restraining order of sorts, too, wasn't there?
Sort of. A mandatory refraining clause. He has to avoid all future commentary that implies she needs permission or observation while eating her muffins.
A total prohibition on muffin commentary.
Basically. But before we wrap up, we have to mention the addendum, the threat for the future.
Oh, right. Muffin surveillance.
Exactly. The decree warns that any further incidents of muffin surveillance will trigger an automatic escalated decree.
And the penalties get much more severe.
Much more. We're talking a total loss of commentary privileges and, get this, a mandatory daily snack tribute. A hard line has been drawn.
So it leaves you with this final thought, right? What stands out here is how the decree actually defines surveillance. When does just watching something happen cross that line into punishable muffin surveillance? It's something to think about in your own sovereign snack zones.